necessarily required restarting OBS, but hey, sometimes that's what it takes. Yeah, lesson learned. What can I say? This is X with Middle Age Chill. Welcome back. Threw up this new Life is Feudal server tonight and just kind of messing around on it. I'd forgotten about this game, forgotten that it existed. Super fun. I haven't played it in a long time, but let's jump on the server. As you can see, it's Middle Age Chill in the server list. I am going to password protect this after I get done tonight. But if you want to come mess around on it, hey, jump on my Discord and you can get all the information, password information, things like that there. We'd love to have you. So let's get joined up. This server. And there's one thing I would say about this game. It's not going to be too bad right now because it's a brand new server, but this part does take a little while loading into the server. That was another one of the downfalls of this version of it. Although the MMO was not, did not have this problem. These servers have to terraform every change that's ever been made to the nav mesh to the map on the thing. So it takes a little while as they get older to start loading in. As you can see, because it's new, it just zoomed right by. So, but you do have to admit, because I actually changed to a graphical setting and a monitor resolution that makes sense, because the game for some reason had it on some kind of, I don't know, some kind of crappy graphics. The game is much prettier than it was a second ago. It is a very well done game graphically. I've always. So we'll get back to our branch gathering pursuit that we were in. Oh, I got them all. Okay, so my bad. There we go. And we need to make the shovel, but we need some flint. That's the one thing we're missing. So let's go work on that. We'll find a good place to look for flint. All right. This looks like a great flat kind of open space for materials. Try to find some flints now. Alright, so we got a lot of sling ammo. You can never have too much plant fiber. Sling ammo, which we're not quite to sling ammo yet. It's interesting, you know, I think if I had some way to let Tarn Adams from Bay 12 know that I'd get more viewers for Dwarf Fortress streams as an unknown nobody here on Twitch than I do for Life is Feudal. So there you go. Tells me that Dwarf Fortress is not nearly the niche game that people make it out to be. I think it's actually a lot more well known than people would like to believe. So yeah. All I do have to say is, this one's worth a try. It's cheap and it's. I would say everybody should try it out just one time and see what grinding is like. You know, not to say that the intricate, meticulous nature of grinding in Dwarf Fortress is nothing. This one compares in no way, but there is a lot of effort that's put into any single thing in this game. Anything that you do is a big deal, and any area of this map that you choose to make your own, if you put a lot of effort into. Oh, there was an animal. Darn, there was a grouse or something. Maybe not. it becomes yours. I mean, down to the very, even the trees and the plants. It's pretty insane. It really is. So I would say if you haven't tried it, go pick it up, give it a try. I'm a little disappointed. I'm getting some the lighting. I don't remember that being a thing. Sure, the deal is with that, but I'm getting a little bit of aliasing from the light. That's odd. Okay, either way, distractions. Time to make a shovel. Your greatest friend in this game is your shovel. I'm gonna make several of them. You're gonna need them. All right. Now, open up our paper doll. Shovel up. Oh, I thought it would still. Will it not let you it used to be such that if you dropped 2 of them on, it would equip them. So, as we were saying before, the great graphical event happened there. F3 is your friend. And terraforming in this game takes a little bit of practice, but my gosh, it's the best of any game I've ever played. As far as these kind of building and terraforming. Let's start right here because here's kind of a high point. Ultimately, we want to flatten a bunch of this out. So I would say we want to shoot for a height of 26 universally. But we actually want to do 25.9. And you will see the reason for the madness soon. But so, in order to get started with a flat spot, you have to get your tile to the target height. That you would like all of your tiles to be terraformed to once flat. I said we want to choose 26.9 or 25.9. A little bit more digging to do. A bit more digging. For 26. If nothing else falls in, we'll be fine. I'm overburdened. I have to go shake off some of the earth. It's not particularly high quality, so let's just get rid of that. See, you still have the MMO items in here that you can't get. I guess you could admin them in. Okay, we're at 25.7. 8. 25.9. So, right now, if someone was watching this that has played this game a lot, they're probably yelling at me because it really only takes 15 soil to raise the tile you can drop it in piles of 15, and each 15 will make it come up. I personally, the effort to split it for me takes almost as long as it does to just go dig it somewhere. So I don't know. I never do. A lot of folks do sit there and patiently split that up into stacks of 15. I just don't. For me, I can't. But now we have achieved our target elevation for that. So now we have to also get another square that is, and there are two different ways to say this word, but I'm going to say it the way I like to say it, which is orthogonally. Orthogonally, you have to get another one that is orthogonally adjacent to the square that you want to flatten. Which is essentially perpendicular, if you want to think of it that. Not actually perpendicular, but it's close enough. And then once you get there, you want to use this, as long as you have to be standing in a square that is the same height as the one that you want to level. And then you have to use the shovel to flat ground. Do so, you will get flattened ground, turns green. So there you go. That's probably the hardest thing to figure out at first in this game, is how to get that tag. And then once you get one flat, oh, I did the wrong thing there. Should have hit flat ground. There you go. All right, so now we've got some flattened ground. We're going to leave that very good tree there for now. That's going to be our stick tree. Keep working away at this. Forgot to change my default action, so I did a dumb thing. I think I'll probably be overburdened. Second. But I tend to always try to work from a point of kind of mid-range of where I want to be. Towards the high and low edges. And that seems to be the most efficient way to do it. But ultimately, anything that you choose to do in this game is going to kind of be a mega project level. You're going to terraform a lot to do it, so. I like to think there's a method to the madness. Ultimately, you're just going to be digging a lot, no matter what you do. It is extraordinarily relaxing. There is that much to be said about it. Need something mindless to do, the terraforming is where to do it. Relieve stress, keeps one calm and collected. It does get better once you get a wheelbarrow and tools. Which will be a bit before we get there. Not too long. All right, so what we need to do to get, we need a water, clay, and a plant fiber furnace, and we can already build one. Let's go work on, I think the kiln is at 30. We should, do we not? We can also do kiln. No, we cannot. So we need to pick something. Can we pave? We need to make a pick. Let's figure out what we need to do to make a pick because I can't remember. I want to say yes, it's so that's kind of a catch-22. That means we got to go find some loose rock. Because you need a pick to do. Let's turn off our handy dandy elevation map. Let's go hunting for some loose rock. There's some. Use shovel to lower ground. Do that again. So we got a little rock close to us. No. Okay. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was been looking at more pistol. Yay for me. Let's make a couple. Okay, that's probably enough. Let's equip one of those. Feudal. And while we're at it, let us go and grab some clay. But we got to get rid of this rock that we didn't need first. Eat our fish. We're gonna have to cook something to eat soon too. must have passed up the area I was with. Oh, I did by quite a way. You know that just by looking at where my landmarks are. So here's where we've chosen to squat. Mess up our nice leveled area here. We're pouring some rock on it. And we'll go down and get some clay. Although it's a pretty hefty walk down to the clay pit. That was also another problem that I've always had on these servers. The clay is it's finite, essentially. So really, the only choice you have is to have the admin go around once a week or something and kind of massage the clay pits, the natural clay pits that are on the map, and just eventually just kind of fill them up. That's a necessity if you have a lot of people. I think at the height of the one I ran, that was probably the most popular of all of them. Probably had 20 to 25 kind of dedicated full-time players on it. And I had to do it once a week, I think. Something like that. I'd go around and touch up the clay. Which is not terrible, so... You got nothing to do on a Saturday morning except kind of work on admin stuff for your servers. Should have set that as default. Messed up there. Okay. Definitely overburdened. Such is life until you get a cart. Which requires iron and nails and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure. So let's see. I guess that's carpentry. Which you would have to have 30 carpentry to build the wheelbarrow, which takes 20 nails, which takes the oh, and I know what I didn't do on the server. In the settings, I'll have to fix that. I just realized that I didn't set the skill cap. Up to where one character can do everything. Yeah, so personally, I feel like it's just craziness to not, I mean, obviously, as you can tell, if you're watching this on VOD, you know, I have no people viewing this while I'm streaming it. Not exactly a happening game. There's not a lot of demand for it, so the chances are very good that you're gonna have to do, if you do much on one of these, you're gonna be doing it yourself. So I always set it up so anybody that joins my server can learn to do every single ability and skill, which was not the intent of the game developers. They wanted to kind of enforce the one person, one trade kind of thing. but yeah, you got to have the people for that to work. And I think at this point in this game's life, that's not going to be a kind of happening, a real high possibility. I think most people that play it religiously have kind of all grouped up in one place. I'm going to look at the server list when I get on this next week, or maybe before then. Who knows? I don't know. We may stream this Thursday night too. It's hard to say. I haven't set a schedule yet for this, so I'll just kind of check it out and see. I would be surprised if at any given point, if I saw a server that had more than 15 people in it, I would be very surprised. Which is another reason I did not turn object decay on this one as well, and password protected it, was it's just you almost have to play it daily if object decay is on to keep your guild monument fed and everything. And I think that's asking a lot of anybody. It's probably one of the reasons that these private servers die off once they start getting a little lull in population. So all right, but I think oh no, I've gotten into a fact. Okay, let's, in this nice perfectly flat spot, let's build a furnace. I have to remember how this works. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Took me a second there. Okay, and I don't know that it matters how you spin it. This was confusing to me the first time I played it, and I forget if I've not played in a while. You had to click and hold on the what you want to move, the direction you want to move it, and then move your mouse. Which I'm sure the tutorial tells you if you pay attention. I have to make a hammer. Get a primitive tool. Primitive hammer. Takes a buttload of flintstone, which I don't. So, desperate time. Oh, no, don't do that. There we go. Look for materials. Let's try this again. We'll get it right, I promise. So, again, you can never have too much plant fiber. Nature's lure points are hard to come by. I think that was just one. We need 4. There's a little bit of flintstone. Problematic in all of now to make the hammer? We do. Let's make one. All right. So now we need the paper doll and we need the hammer. And with that, we can go over here and build a simple construction for crafting, and we could be a furnace. We're going to build that right there. Excellent. And then we have to put in our plant fiber, clay, and then get some wool. Which was also a thing, and I'm glad it came to that. So this was also a thing that I really struggled with when I first fired this game up, and it's intentionally obtuse. It does not how to craft things is not necessarily made clear to you. The recipes and stuff, the build things are pretty clear, but how to get the components are not. So if you don't think to right click on the water and do this, just get water, and realize that you don't need some sort of water skin. It can be frustrating. I didn't realize that at first. I thought I was going to have to get some kind of leather to make a water skin. I didn't think about just coming down here and clicking the water, so there you go. Stumped about water. That's hell. Kind of like the bark in Conan Exiles. I had a lot of trouble with the bark at first because it just didn't occur to me to hit a tree with a pick. So that one actually took me. It took an accident for me to finally come up with that one. I don't know if that's an experience for a lot of folks, but it was for me, and I'm not afraid to admit that I'm dumb. So there you go. I think it takes 20, but I'm going to take 30 just because I don't want to walk back down here. Because I think once I get this furnace built, I'm going to hang this stream up for tonight. And come back to this one as mood allows, because this one's one you have to kind of feel like playing. But yeah. It's not a bad game. I do enjoy the heck out of it, and it's a very pretty game. 25, so I'm glad I didn't just get 20. There we go. I was too far away from it. All right, so we almost got it. We got to put the plant fiber. All right, we have a furnace. All right. Which I don't have the skill to use yet. But we do have one, so there you go. And with that, I will call this a night for Life is Feudal Your Own. Of course, if you've made it this far in video on demand, I really appreciate you sticking around. Once again, my name is Zix, and my community is Middle Age Chill. Lots of different games, open world survival, base building, all with a middle-aged flair and directed at folks that are kind of in the over 40 crowd. So if you're that kind of person or interested in those kind of games, no age limit or age requirement, but we'd love to have you. Drop in the Discord, or you can hit me up on Twitch. I've also on YouTube and Twitter. And thanks again for watching, and have a great night.